Hello, welcome to today's session. Basically, today's session is for the freshers who have joined our channel. Now, freshers, first of all, welcome to our channel, and second of all, please keep these things in mind that if you want to prepare, start preparing seriously. Just for the namesake or to just to show off, please do not prepare. I request you. Now, those who are serious, this video is for you. First, remember that the OPSC or the civil service exam, this have three phases: the prelims, mains, and the interview. We have basically made videos for the mains in our upcoming. You can also look into our YouTube channel. Now, for the we'll basically be talking about the prelims. How, what are the basic standard material that you should be following for the prelims? Now, for the prelims, first of all, we'll be having your history. Now, within this history, first of all, you need to keep in mind that it again is divided in three phases, that is your modern, medieval, and your ancient. See, total with respect to modern, medieval, and ancient, there is one source, you call it the Lucent. Every one of you have followed Lucent, I am quite sure of it, to crack this or that examination or for the SSC. Now, remember one thing is that Lucent does not give you conceptual clarity, but certain books of Bipin Chandra, that is History of the Modern India and the India Struggle for Independence, will obviously give you a conceptual clarity. And this conceptual clarity will help you to crack the pre as well as the mains. Now, again, sir, I would say that key, if you still want to prefer Lucent, now prefer Lucent, but I would say that go for Lucent only with respect to your medieval India and not with respect to modern India, with all due respect. With respect to modern India, please read these two books. Now, these two books are the most beautiful books that has been ever written in the world. They have classified the modern Indian history into different phases and they have explained it very, very well. Now, most of you basically what they do is that they try to mug it up. Please don't mug it up. Read it as a story. Read it coolly and calmly. Read it once. Just read it like a story. You will enjoy it. Enjoy it. Never think it as a burden. This is number one. Then, while reading this, what you can do is that at least hold a paper with you, and within that paper, if possible, just write down the dates that this date this thing happened, this date this thing happened, this date this thing happened. That much, nothing else. In your first reading itself. In the second reading itself, you'll have a conceptual clarity. And remember that, students, whenever you are reading, whenever you are reading anything, remember always to ask the question why. Now, that question why may not be available in the book, but the same question can be available where? In your internet. Let's say, for example, Gandhiji salt satyagraha. Now, each and every one of us are quite acquainted of the civil disobedience movement. Now, the question comes why Gandhiji used salt as a weapon. Now, such question answer you might not be able to find in the books. Now, for that purpose, use your internet. I hope you got what I am trying to say. What I am trying to say is that you read between the lines. Find out the information that is missing, and that will help you. You do not need to mug up anything. Only if you find the question, if you find the answer to this question, why, it will be more than enough. I hope you got it. Now, with respect to ancient India, see, that is basically what we have is that we already have here this, what say, no, NCRTs, but NCRTs can be long for you. In this context, I can also suggest you the Vajiram material. Scan copy of the Vajiram material is available in the Google search itself. You can find it out or you can contact us. Next, with respect to art and culture. See, with respect to art and culture, Nitin Singhania is one of the best and a beautiful book, but it's vast. If you're going for the UPSC, don't compromise with Nitin Singhania. Next, with respect to the 12th standard Intro to the Indian Culture, what I would say is that this is one of the standard and the finest book that will basically give you a knowledge of what Indian culture is all about. Now, basically, with respect to art and culture, as you can see, they have been continuously and frequently been asking about what Odisha based. So, Odisha based art and culture material has already been uploaded in the channel. Please follow the channel and get it. Next, with respect to economics, I would say that there are again two books, Ramesh Singh and Lucent. Most of you will follow Lucent, I'm 100% sure, because Lucent is very easy. Sir, बहुत पतला book है. Ramesh Singh is very mota book. This you please remember that this mota versus patla book, don't bring it into your head. This same mota book, do one thing. If you think that the book is too fat and we cannot handle it, cut the book into pieces. Done. Simple. Cut the book into pieces. Then use your sellotape to bind them, and that's it. Now, why I said about the Ramesh Singh is that Ramesh Singh will give you a conceptual clarity, and your Lucent will give you a factual clarity. Now, understand the difference. Your conceptual clarity will help you to link things. Factual clarity does not help in linking. This linking is completely absent in your factual clarity, but linking can only be done through conceptual clarity. And through conceptual clarity itself, factual clarity, you can get the factual clarity. But remember that through factual clarity, getting a conceptual clarity is very, very difficult, and it's near to impossible. In this context, that's why I would say follow Ramesh Singh. Now, Ramesh Singh would have two benefits. First, it will help you to clear your prelims, and second of all, also mains. It's like एक तीर से दो निशाने. Next, with respect to polity, see, one of the standard book is your Lakshmikant. See, Lakshmikant is the most basic book, but again, people say that, sir, it's a very fat book. Everyone says that, sir, very fat book, we cannot read it, since we went for Lucent, and with Lucent, sir, we will crack it. See, what will happen with Lucent is that again you'll get a factual clarity and you won't get a conceptual clarity. Conceptual clarity is very much necessary if you want to crack the mains, because you should know that after prelims there is a mains. Studying Lakshmikant will not just give you the factual clarity but also the conceptual clarity. You will simultaneously qualify prelims as well as main. See, basically, how do you read Lakshmikant? See, first of all, I would say that read line by line, never miss one line. And second, please don't make notes of it, because it itself is your notes. People, what they do is that they start making notes immediately, book done, notes. Try reading it. Lakshmikant is pure mathematics, understand it. Again, how to understand things? Again, ask the question why. Always ask this question why. If you miss this question why, then you'd be in a very critical stage. Try to link the things. Go slow. No need to be hurry. No need to compete with others. Oh my god, the side person has already finished this book. I have to finish this anyhow. Let's read it out. That's bullshit. Don't go for that. Have conceptual clarity. Read line by line. Go slow. And please, for the god's sake, do not compete with others. Please compete with yourself. Now, again, if you want that how if you want a detailed analysis of how one should read Lakshmikant, then you can demand for it by commenting on the video section. If we get more number of comments, we will surely make a video on this. Next, again, with respect to geography. Now, geography, basically I would say NCERT 6 to 12. See what see 11th and 12th standard NCERTs are mandatory. Given the question that, remember that in the 27 pre, what they did was that, sorry, it was 2018 prelims, they asked core questions of geography, and it was very, very difficult for students. The core questions of geography was very difficult for the students. Now, in this context, again, I would say go for 6 to 12 NCERTs, NCERT, and again, video on demand means if you demand that, sir, please make a video on how to study geography through NCERTs, yes, we'll make one. Next, with respect to general science, see, general science is one of the most easy subject. given the condition that how you are studying it. Basically, I would suggest that please go for 6 to 10 only. No need to go for 11, 12. 6 to 10 is sufficient. 6 to 10 NCRT is sufficient. And please do not purchase NCRT. NCRTs are plenty available in the net. Now, let's come to the biggest thing, current affairs. Two things that you can follow. One is your GK Today material, or you can go for the Vision IS. Also, the Lisa's material is also there. Now, I would say go for GK Today material. They would help you for the SSC, they would help you for the UPSC, they would help you for the OPSC, they would help you for everything. Vision, they would help you for EPSC, because it's again based on conceptual clarity. GK Today will give you both conceptual and factual. Yes sir, Vision also gives factual, but GK Today covers more factual data. But Vision knows which factual data the UPSC is going to ask and which it won't ask. Hence, with respect to current affairs, GK Today, I would say, is far good. Now, what happens is that current affairs, see, whenever we are going for a current affairs, we basically purchase a monthly magazine. And when we are reading a monthly magazine, we exhaust ourselves, because we do not read everyday newspaper, nor we make notes of what comes in everyday newspaper. See, when you do thing one day, then it will be very easy to do the thing. But when you do all the things in one day, that would be difficult to do. Do one thing in one day, and that would be easy to do. Do not do all things in one day. That is not possible, and that becomes tired. And most of the students, what they do is that they go for the monthly GK Today magazine. Yes, monthly GK Today magazine is good, but also GK Today is publishing every now and then. You can even make notes if you want. Every day GK Today publishes 10 to 12 at least current affairs question. Make notes of them, understand them. Now most of them again have a problem, sir, we cannot understand what it is trying to say. See, whatever it is trying to say, you have two options. Go for Google search or YouTube or Google search. In the YouTube, for every GS, for every current affairs topic, you can get a beautiful video in the YouTube, and similar you can get it in the GS. I hope follow the steps, and this would make things very easy. Next, the biggest challenge is paper reading. See, most of us do not have the habit of paper reading, and that's the very biggest challenge that we are going to face. Now, basically, how paper reading is important. See, paper reading helps you to increase your vocabulary, it helps you for the quick reading, it improves your English reading capacity, it improves your writing capacity. But since most of us are not acquainted with this paper reading, so how basically can we acquaint ourselves now? Now, basically, I would say first of all, pick up the paper and read. Next, if you cannot understand certain thing, then keep a small notebook in that. Within that, write means if you cannot understand a particular word, write that word in the small notebook along with it the meaning. Read again the sentence until and unless you understand it. Now this is a very slow process. What is the fast process? Fast processes, you can simply follow the Inside Daily Current Affairs. They simplify it for you. Again, Byju's videos are there. They again simplify for you. Byju's video in YouTube. Again, they have the current affairs and the PIB. Now, basically what happens is that fast food is always not good for health. Hence, if you want, you can go for it. But again, with the slow reading process, especially those belonging to Odia medium, what will happen is that this will actually develop your vocabulary, this will actually develop your writing capacity. It will help you to prevent spelling mistake. This happens a lot. If you follow this process, that is, you read, take a small notebook, write the vocabulary, read again, then what will happen is that it will prevent your spelling mistake, it will improve your writing. Now this too is very important with respect to this. Yes, if you can't understand, then you can go for it. Now most who are in the jobs, I would have already suggested them to go for Byju's videos or the Inside Daily Current Affairs, because I'm quite sure that they can get it, because they're already into the jobs, they are already acquainted with the competitive exam. Now next, We have also the Yojana and the Kurukshetra. Now, basically, if someone says that, yes, sir, is Yojana Kurukshetra necessary for OPSC? I would say, nah, not so necessary. But if you're going for UPSC, it is necessary. But still, then Yojana Kurukshetra can help you in the process of your essay writing. It's very helpful. Now, please, what most of you do is that, yes, sir, Yojana Kurukshetra will buy it from the market and done. See, in this context, I would say, please follow IS Baba. IS Baba's YK gist is best. It gives you the gist of the Yojana and Kurukshetra along with your MCQs. Now, this is very helpful. See, this is the simple strategy for the freshers. And for the freshers, I would request that remember one thing is that no matter what you do, question practice is important. Look into the previous year's question. Join test series. Trust me, this would help you out. Apart from this, I hope I have made things clear. Still, then, if any doubt, please comment. We will appreciate it. Thank you.